Pastor Ryan here as we come to our sermon follow-up from this past Sunday, October the 11th, where we looked at Matthew 22, verses 1 through 14, where Jesus is recounting the parable of a king who invited those who were his subjects, those who were presumably his friends, to the wedding banquet of his son, and they refused to come. And so the king has his servants go and stand on the street corner, invite those who are good and bad to come and fill his banquet hall. And last Sunday, we looked in particular at several passages in the Old Testament and the New Testament, speaking of the way in which God is our betrothed and how we, the church, are the bride of Christ. And I want us to look, one of the passages we looked at was in Hosea chapter 2, but I want us to look in Hosea chapter 3. If you recall the story of Hosea, Hosea is a prophet of God who marries Gomer. They have 3 children, Lo-Ami, Lo-Ruhamah, and Jezreel. And then Gomer's a prostitute, and she goes back to her former life and way of life. And so that's what's going on as we pick up here in Hosea chapter 3. The Lord said to me, "Go show your love to your wife again, though she is loved by another and is an adulteress. Love her as the Lord loves the Israelites, though they turn to other gods and love the sacred raisin cakes." So I bought her for 15 shekels of silver and about a homer and a leketh of barley. Then I told her, "You are to live with me many days. You must not be a prostitute or be intimate with any man, and I will live with you." For the Israelites will live many days without king or princes, without sacrifice or sacred stones, without ephod or idol. Afterward, the Israelites will return and seek the Lord their God and David their king. They will come trembling to the Lord and to the blessings in the last days. I want us to look at this. Hosea has purchased back his wife, Gomer, from the man that she's living with, both with silver and with barley. And what we see here is that God says, "I want you to do this because even though she has been adulterous, I want this to be for you and for the nation. And I want this to be really for perpetuity, for this to be an example of the way in which I am your God who loves you even when you are adulterous, even when you follow after other idols, when you worship money or you worship success or you worship power or you worship a relationship or you worship your parents or you worship your kids or you worship some sense of just having a reputation in some way, or you worship your education. I am the Lord your God. Whenever you veer off, whenever you begin to seek after other things, know that I am always pursuing you." And we should be reminded, and this is really the heart of my sermon follow-up today. And it really harkens back to the first answer of the first question of the Heidelberg Catechism: what is your only comfort in life and in death? Part of that answer is that we've been purchased. And we've been purchased by God, not with silver or with barley, not with silver or gold, but with the precious blood of his son, Jesus. So I want you just to think for a moment as you go through this week and as you live your life, to think about the ways in which God has purchased you and the great lengths that he has gone to, the cost of the blood of his only son, so that your sin might be forgiven. And I think the follow-up to that is not just for us to intellectually know that, but to think, how do we respond with the living of our lives? Amen.